Another commercial break here. Here I'm introducing the all-new and improved beauty product of the century. Fibonacci Exfoliating, Moisturizing, Anti-Aging Ultra Serum. What is Fibonacci, you ask? Or better yet, who is Fibonacci, you ask? He was born Leonardo Bonacci in Italy during the Middle Ages. He was a magnificent Italian mathematician, otherwise known as the most talented mathematician of the Middle Ages. The Fibonacci face mask and serum combo is based on the Fibonacci spiral. This shape was created by Fibonacci himself. It consists of 1 gram of Hawaiian sacred lava rock, 1 gram of Dead Sea salt, 2 grams of Aztec pyramid rocks, 3 parts natural spring water, 5 parts sand from Sardinia, the area where Fibonacci was from, 21 grams of fish scales, and finally 34 grams of coca leaves. We found that these magic amounts of ingredients have led to this amazing serum that will anti-age you and make you look more handsome by the second. We found these exact amounts of ingredients by adding the amount of the 2 ingredients that precede it. Our scientists have worked hard to find this equation for Fibonacci's numbers. The equation our scientists at BS & Company have found revolutionized the industry and is 100 years in the making. Just look at the amazing results this product leaves. I mean, this young man showed up full of acne, looking very ugly, and now he's leaving here looking handsome and better than ever.
Yeah.
The equation our scientists here at BS & Company have created for these microly atomic created ingredients is the number that you want to get for the next number of ingredients is equal to the previous 2 numbers that supersede it. Quite a difficult thing to explain on camera, but in this equation, a to the subscript of n, being the number it is in the sequence, is equal to a to the subscript of 2 numbers before that in the sequence, plus a to the subscript of the 1 number before that number in the sequence. This might sound pretty complicated, but if you look at our ingredients and ratios of ingredients, it makes sense. Because with our 1 gram of Dead Sea salt and our 1 gram of Hawaiian lava rocks, added together, they give you the 2 grams of Aztec ash. Altogether, this equation creates this magic serum. In mathematical terms, to better explain this equation, otherwise known as a golden ratio, there are 2 quantities in this ratio. If their ratio is the same as the ratio of their sum to the larger of the 2 quantities, that is a golden ratio. So if you have a rectangle, let's say, and one side of the rectangle is shorter than the other side of the rectangle, then one side of the rectangle plus the other side of the rectangle divided by the larger side of the rectangle gives you the same thing as the larger side of the rectangle over the smaller side of the rectangle. So for example, 1 plus 1 over 1 is 1, which is the same thing as 1 over 1. This a plus b over a, which is equal to a over b. The a plus b represents the sum of the 2 numbers over the largest number, and a over b represents the ratio of the 2 numbers. If these 2 things are the same, then that means it is a golden ratio. For example, a is 2 and b is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Divided by 2 is 1.5, which is equal to 3 divided by 2, which is also 1.5. This makes the equation a plus b over a equals a over b. That is a golden ratio. The Fibonacci spiral can be found in many places around nature and around the world. To begin, this spiral can be found most evidently on sunflowers and the way that their seeds are placed within the pod. If you look at a sunflower, at the seeds and at the petals of a flower are placed in such a way to resemble the Fibonacci spiral. Or instead, the Fibonacci spiral is like the flower petal. It can also be found in a sea snail shell. The inside of the shell is quite small, but exponentially grows larger towards the opening, resembling a Fibonacci spiral. Likewise, the golden ratio can be found in such instances like a honeybee colony. because the ratio of males and females is equal to the golden ratio. Pine cones also carry this so-called Fibonacci spiral. The shape of the petals or things that come off of the pine cone, when looked at from a vertical angle, resemble the Fibonacci spiral in its shape.